functional math curriculum. So the focus broadly is on time, money, measurement, and computer skills. So again, we are looking at following a visual schedule and a calendar. So we will be helping the child create their own schedule. It won't be some schedule. There, whatever is their day-to-day schedule is what will help you to learn to create and create a calendar, which will help to lead understanding the time concepts. Then we will have concepts relating to measurement and money, and to use a calculator also, even if they cannot do it, mentally, it doesn't matter. The whole point is to use tools and achieve the task. It's not, our courses are not targeted on them, becoming mathematicians. How can I achieve this? Building the conceptual understanding of math related vocabulary. So vocabulary in math is something we don't focus on. So that will be there. And, the digital literacy skills obviously are going to be part of it, because it's done digitally using the worksheet. So when you look at time, calendar, schedule, clock, and calendar, so we do it, like I said, by relating it to the personal schedule. Then we look at clock reading. We look at calculating the time elapsed. So that will be relating to their activities only. Then using like timer, stopwatch, calculator, very practical things. You using a timer to, if you're heating up something or baking or whatever, using a stopwatch to see how long you take to complete an activity. So those kind of things, understanding concepts of a weekday, weekend, special days, and vocabulary like before, after, today, tomorrow, yesterday, calculating how many days to an event or duration of an activity. All these are there in the time space part of it. Then we have the measurement. So understanding the different measures like grams, liters, and this is not just like in theory. So they will have to actually read, like I said, the labels of packets. They'll have to measure it a bit and convert it. Maybe you don't have a weighing scale, then how do you convert from teaspoon to grams or ml? All this kind of thing will be part of this. To be able to compare and calculate the quantities, creating a shopping list, reading values on the measuring devices, packets, bottles, like I said, comparing what is more or what is less, what is heavy, light, lowest, highest, then using the measuring devices like a scale, measuring tape, weighing scale, etc. And when we come to money, we're looking at identification we start with, then calculating the bill amount, tendering. So every week there will be a shopping worksheet where they will have to, it stimulates the shopping cart, and then they have to calculate the bill amount and tender the amount, converting, meaning, making change, getting change, rounding up, rounding off, no, rounding up, because you can't say, this bill is whatever. Initially, we are not looking at them rounding up to 30. This bill is 33, so I'm going to give 35. That's a complicated process. Right now, we're looking at rounding up to the nearest whole currency. If it's 33, then they pay 50 rupees and get the change, because that's the nearest currency which goes up. Yeah, then using a calculator and understanding the symbols. So all these are part of it. And what we've done is we have a very detailed checklist with the skills. So we'll be sharing the checklist with you at the end of the course, and you can mark what are the skills the child has achieved and where there are gaps. Then you can, sort of zero in on the gaps and work on them further. And if you need guidance from us on that, we'd be happy to do that. Now we'll go on to the demo. Saravanan, you're ready? Of the maths worksheets. So can we stop and record? Okay, you just continue. I'll split the record later.
So initially we are teaching the money value, the words. So there are a few coins and the notes are there. You need to label the amount with the help of highlighting. So each and every worksheet has a specific instruction. So each currency has two choices. So what is the value for the first one? So 1 is the answer, right? So you need to drag it on the word, then go to the highlight. So what is the highlight? There is a highlight here. So click on the highlight. Now for the next coin, you need to choose 5. So drag on the word, then choose the highlight. So this way we are teaching the money currency value. The 2 5s, every currency is there. Some of the currencies sometimes we are not looking, right? So 20s we are not looking that much. Okay. So here is the PPT. It has a volume icon. So the instruction is drag and drop the exact number of items into the box according to the instruction in each slide. So both things are there. One is the instruction in the word, and another thing, the voice is in the icon. So how to listen the voice, click on the icon, then you get the drop down box, right? So click on the play button, then the
move 1 2 rupee coin into
so
the
the
box.
instruction is move 1 2 rupee coin. So we need to move only 1 coin into the box. Okay. So some of the terms we are need to teach to the children's, right? So all is the important skill in maths. Take all coins, take all currencies. Sometimes we are using 1 2. Okay, see.
Move 3 5 rupee coins into the box.
Anyone can try it. So we are using the drag and drop option. So 1 2 and 3. Okay. So this worksheet has almost 20 pages. So in the end of the worksheet has different currencies. Initially, it starts with only one currency or one coin, but later on it's mixed with some other currencies also. See, move all
5 rupee coins into the
so here
box.
the 10 rupee currency is also there, then 5 rupee also there. So we need to identify which one is 5 rupee, then drag it all the 5 rupees into the box.
This also gives you an idea practically how to do it. You know, you should do it on the tabletop also, so that practically they can pick out the 5 rupee coins that they need from the purse. Finally, that's the skill, right? Yeah. Next. Yeah, Parul, that's fine. We can share a recording of this if you request. Yeah.
Okay. Here the instruction, everything, every time we are starts with the instructions, count the beads and match with the correct value of the currencies using the line tool. So here we are using line tool from the insert option. So the hint is there, tool hint is insert, then go to shape and line, right? So in the left side, we have the 5 dots or balls, right? So we need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then type the answer in the box, then match with the same currency. So visually we are connecting with the currency. So 5 means more and 2 means less. We are connecting the concept. So here the insert option is there. Go to insert, then there is a shape, right? Go to shape and choose the line. Okay, we start with here. So press the left mouse and drag it till the currency.
Here they're learning how to draw a line. Somebody had asked in the earlier, Saravanan, if they can't write, then how do they complete? They don't have to write, they have to type. And they can see the number over there and type that. They're just matching. Yeah.
Yeah.
And certain things, if you don't know how to teach, like this is number value, we'll help you with more worksheets privately, maybe one-on-one, you need to take more help there. Okay.
Then we go to the next worksheet. Okay. So, so there is an item with the cost is mentioned in the box. So there are 4 choices in the top. Okay, so drag and drop the right currency for each item. So we need to identify the same currency and look in the box and then move the same currency, put down in the box. So 50 rupees cake, we need to pay the 50 rupees. The 5 rupee pencil, the cost of pencil is 5 rupee. We need to move 5 rupee coin in the box. So initially the worksheets are very simple. Slowly the complexity goes a little higher.
This is just matching. They just have to look at this 10 and find which coin or note here has 10, and that would be the answer. So initially we are relying on a matching skill, which most of our children have. Yeah.
And one more PowerPoint is there. One. So this is the learning shopping worksheet. So it gives the idea how to shop from the shopping bill, shopping list, and then going to the shopping, then finally bill calculation. So all the skills included in the one worksheet. So how to use this is drag and drop the items into the trolley. There are the items mentioned in the left and right of the trolley and the shopping list in the center of the trolley, right? Also the volume buttons are there for the help. So 2 things are there. One is in the list, that is visual, and audio is also there. That is for listening.
They can't read also, it helps, as well as, it builds the...
Take one noodles packet and put it in the trolley.
So in the real shopping, when we go to the real shop, we need to identify the same items in the trolley, in the shelves, right? So here, make him to read the noodles word or listen the word. Then, so where is the noodles packet? So ask to the children. The children needs to identify. So where is the noodles? Then go to here. There is a Maggi noodles, right? So how many noodles packet we need? Yeah, correct. Thank you. So we need to move only one packet, then slowly move it into the trolley. So it gives a real exposure, slightly real exposure to the shopping. Then shampoo. So where is the shampoo? Again, so some every supermarkets has some different things, right? So some of the ingredients or the grocery items in the one side of the part, then the vegetables are in the next side, so that it gives the same thing. Then shampoo. So shampoo also 1, so need to move 1. So through the worksheet, they are knowing the counting and the identification and the listening. So many things are there, comes in the one thing. Okay. Then watermelon 2 kilo is half. Okay, the word half, 1/4, 3/4, these also we are teaching through the worksheets. So once we did the trolley thing, finally we go to the shop billing counter, right? So here we need to calculate the bill. So initially it has a total amount, but some of the worksheets are not having the total amount. So the child can use the calculator and press all the values and find the total amount. Then finally do the need to pay for the exact amount. So how to pay 102 rupees? Anyone can use annotate, yeah.
So I'm doing it so it's quicker. So the child can then point to the notes or currency that they need to use to pay that money. Then they can drag it.
So 102 rupees. If anyone using with your laptop, you can, when I give the remote control option, you can access my screen.
So in the live class, we'll be asking the student to circle it, like I did now. He is presenting and I circled it. So the students will get turns to solve the problems live. You'll need to keep a calculator with you, give answers on the chat box. So it's an interactive class. It is not just a, like a demo we are giving now. It will be different from that. And that is why we encourage you to come with your child to the class. And you will also learn techniques of how to make them do it than just listening. All right.
So, okay, I missed one worksheet. Okay. So it is the currency comparison. Some of the currencies value that does not, the child cannot understand.
It's more,
right?
and which is less, that kind of thing.
So in this worksheet, this is the paint format. This worksheet is paint format. So we are using paint worksheet, PowerPoints, and some Word also. So most of the worksheets are Word format. Some of them are PPT. Very few worksheets are in paint format. Okay, so how to use this worksheet? So here is also the instruction is the fill the box with the color while counting by tens. So using 10, 20, 30, we are counting till 100. So different currencies are there. So we are using two things. One is the fill color option, the bucket. There is a fill color option. So one more thing, we are using the circle tool. Okay, so the two things are mentioned in the worksheet also. The fill color, fill the box with the color, and the circle. So
just do one.
Yeah, first one is an example already given. So we need to choose the green color or red color, which color we want to choose, then give the color on the number. So 20, we need to give the color till 20.
Let's do the next one, no, sir.
Okay. For example, 20 rupees. So
10,
third one
20. So they don't need to know the tables. They can read from there. They can just say 10, 20. And when they see what 20, they need to stop. That's all they need to do.
Yeah. So we can put on the number 50. The third one, we can put it on the number 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. Then the next one, only 10. Okay. We need to give the color for the 10 only. Okay. So which side has more colors? The child can easily identify, right? The 50 rupee has more colors. So we need to give the circle on the 50 rupees.
That way they learn that 50 is more than 10. Which is very important. For money, you need to know which note to give, which is more, which is equal, which is less. Okay. Any questions here or?
So one more skill in the money concept. Okay, so here is a slightly the statements. Okay, so I have 5 rupees. Can I buy 5 rupee milk bikis? So we need to type. Here we are using type skill. We need to type yes or no answer. So what is the rule? The product cost is equal to or paid amount or more than the product cost.
If it is more, then we can buy more or equal to. If it is less, then we can't buy. This is the concept we are trying to teach them, which very practically you can also use in a shop. Yeah. So if the items don't make sense to the child, you can change the picture.
So if you're So this is a editable worksheet. So you can change the images also. So if you are buying different things, you can add the picture of the buying thing and the
The
cost.
favorite things of the child you can add over here. You try to keep it fairly favorite, but still that your child may have some
Okay.
specific likes.
So here the worksheet also has the interesting thing for the kids also. So it's Maggi noodles, ice cream, kurkure. So these are the interesting things, right?
Okay. You can go to the next.
Most of the money worksheets are over. Then we
Okay.
go to the next concept.
So these are just a sample of, like I said, every week we are going to give you 10 worksheets. There'll be a mix of money, measurement, and time. Every week there will be a mix. Okay.
So now we'll go to the measuring sheet. So this is the PPT format. So look at the item, find the measuring device. So we are using the 3 different measuring devices, right? For the length or the height, tall, you are using the tape, measuring tape. For the weight, we are using the weighing scale. For the liter, we are using the liter cups, right? So how to find which device we are using to measure the volume of milk? So the instruction is fill the color. Can you see down? So fill the color green using shape fill in the format. So format, then we are going to shape fill, then choose green color. So I show how to do this. So for the
what's the right answer? So can someone try to annotate now, please? What will we use for milk? Measuring milk. Can you use your annotate option?
go to the
View options, annotate, and circle the device, the measuring device that you think we'll use for this for milk. Will we use the weighing scale, measuring cup, or the measuring tape? Right. So that is the right answer. So this is how we'll do the interactive Zoom session. Thank you. And then we will then click on that. And then remember the instructions, it said format. So we click on format and then we go to shape fill. And what color was said? Green. So, you know, they learn to use not just typing, but the whole tool. This is what happens through our worksheets. All right. So there are more questions like that. What will we use for weight of atta? What will we use for, you know, and if the atta is not the word you use, then you put the word that you want. Suppose you say wheat flour is what you use, then write weight of wheat flour. Okay. We try to use the most common word in our worksheets. Yeah, so that's the right answer. Measure the weighing scale. So right now,
very good.
It's fine. So we can move to the next worksheet. We have to demonstrate a lot, so we're going to move quickly. Just show you 1 or 2 samples of the worksheet, and if you join the course, you'll get the whole thing anyway. So here, it's a follow-up to the previous worksheet as to how do you measure each of these? Will you measure it in a kilogram or liter or meter? So length of rope, height of a person. So you can actually do this. You do the measurement with the child, you know, and then connect it. Use the measuring tape, write it down, and then they can look at what you've written down and even give the answer. Right? Yeah. So length of the rope is meter or feet. Next. We can just go quickly, Sarvana. The interactive part, I don't think we have time for. Yeah. So make them actually measure. So we also go to, you know, things that we do every day. So this weight of pepper and all that, they can look in the bottle itself or the packet itself. All right. Next.
So this one is a slideshow mode. So we're using the slideshow. So is the milk measured in kilogram? So what is the answer?
You can annotate the answer. No. And so then you click on no. Similarly, the tick mark or the cross mark comes. All right. Is distance measured in liters? Suppose I say yes, then the cross mark will come. If I give the wrong answer, the cross mark will come. Okay. Can we go to the next worksheet, Saravanan?
Yeah. So here the child and the parent can measure the work, real things. So what is the length of the pencil? We are using, sometimes we are using centimeters, sometimes we are using inch unit. So take a tape or a scale, then we really measure the items in our
These
house.
are day-to-day items that they see around the house.
Okay. The height of the notebook.
So here we are introducing those words, height, length, width. That is our purpose, as well as doing the actual measurement. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
So in the weight also, we need to teach the quarter kg and 3/4 kg, right? So this is a sample of the worksheet. So look the scale. So there is a scale with the product. So the vegetables are there in the weighing scale. The weight are shown in the screen also. Yeah. So 500 is mentioned. So go to the chart and look 500. Where is 500? 500 gram equal to what? Half kilo. So two things are there. One is drop down box. Click on the drop down box and then choose. So what is 500? Half kilo. Then choose half kilo from the drop down box. Then here is also we can do. Drag on the number, then go to the highlight and click on the highlight. So initially the chart will help. So how to mention in kilogram.
So you can practically do this in a vegetable shop also. When you actually take them, they can, if you find a nearby guy who's cooperative, then slowly they can, they can relate it to the day-to-day vegetable buying. And initially, if they don't understand gram and kilogram, then we would go with numbers. Like we would say, like, okay, for half kilo, we roughly know, right? We need 5 onions or something. So we just say 5 onions if the child is younger, yeah, or not able to get the concept. This is a paint worksheet where they have to fill color according to the number given on top of the bottle.
So when we fill the water bottle, the water fills from the bottom up to top, right? So we need, based on the concept, the numbers also came from bottom to top. So 250 ml, then 500. So here's also we are using the same the bucket tool, fill color tool with some colors. The color is mentioned in the worksheet also. The same color we are choosing from the color palette. So one water bottle has 300 ml volume. Another water bottle has 1 liter volume. In 6th or 7th week, we have some statement sums like that. So I went to the grocery shop and bought 1 dash of sugar. Is this how to mention sugar, liter or kilogram? So we have to type the answer in this box. And onion. So onion also same kilogram, right? Then some of them are we are using different terminologies we are using. For example, coriander leaves, we are using bunch. So through the worksheet, we are teaching bunch also. So liter, kilogram, bunch. Sometimes we are buying one or two items.
By count. So
Uh,
there are 5 or 6 ways in which we write a shopping list. So they need to familiarize with the vocabulary. And this is where the literacy learning also comes in. So once they learn these things, they can generalize it in other areas also.
for eighth question, see, and 2 dash for coconuts or jeera, which one is logically matching? So 2 coconuts, we are not buying jeera in 2 counts, right? So this is a map of the town. The number line was mentioned and the place is also there. So in the 0th kilometer bus stop is there, 10th kilometer total till the 15th kilometer is mall. So the Paras, Dhriti and Madhav, these are the first batch students, I think. So we are using the student's name. So, so the students getting good attention on the worksheet. So the Paras travels 42 kilometers from bus stop. So where is the bus stop? That is in 0th kilometer. So 0 plus, so bus stop is what? Sorry, bus stop is 0. Then he travels 42 kilometers. So 0 plus 42 equal to 42. So what is located in 42nd kilometer? So park. So he went to the park. So his destination is park. Okay. For
They need to use a calculator.
Yeah.
Over here. So 25 kilometers from the hotel. So where is the hotel? It's at the 10th kilometer mark. So they put in 10 plus 25 is equal to 35. So what is that 35 kilometer mark? It's the zoo. So Dhriti went to the zoo. That kind of connection we try to do. Now this, whatever may be disconnected for them. So you can put in real things. You can put in things that you go to regularly, and then, it may make more sense to them.
So this one is a multiplication worksheet. So through the way we are introducing the multiplications. So the one papaya, the weight of one papaya is 250 grams. So how much papaya we need for 500 grams? So we are using 2, right? So here in the weighing scale, 2 papayas are there. So one papaya is 250 grams. So what is the approximate weight? Here we are using the multiplication. 250. The item weight is 250. And how many items are there in the weighing scale? 2. So approximately it comes 500 grams. So is a carrot. So 100 gram. 1 carrot is 100 grams. Then, so how many carrots in the weighing machine? There are 4 carrots, right? So 4 equal to, so how many, what is the weight showing in the screen? Will showing 400 grams. So we need to fill the number in the weighing machine also. So once we find the answer, we fill the number in the machine, 400 grams. So the first one only has the screen, visible screen, the number screen. For another, after the questions, we need to find the answer and fill the number inside.
Yeah.
Any
So even if the child doesn't know multiplication, we are introducing it through practical way. And they're not going to learn it overnight by this one worksheet. They're going to learn it if every time you go to the shop, you pick two things and you say this is the weight, and you multiply and you show them this is the weight. I would recommend you buy a small weighing scale. That will really help them learn. A measuring tape you must be having at home. And also measures, that 100, 200 liter measures, cups, measuring cups, things like that, so that they can learn. Now we're going to the time concept. Time starts with days of the week. So we give this open schedule where they need to fill in their activities from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on each day. And we have left the things blank because want you to do it for your child. And then, print it out and every day have a look to say, this is the time and this is what I'm going to do. All right. So you can have a very detailed schedule, then this will go into a number of pages and you can have a file for it, or you can just have something with just the important activities that you want to give, and you can make it one page and put it on the fridge or something, or you can have a couple of pages. All right. It depends on what you want to, how you want to do, design it, depends on the child also. Yeah. Next.
James, can you show the B and C worksheet?
You'll have to stop share.
So find the time, o'clock and 30 minutes. Initially, we are teaching the time in o'clock only. Then slowly we add 30 minutes and 15 minutes, 45 minutes. Okay, so here the time is 8:30, right? So the number is mentioned here. We can adjust the arrows also. We can adjust the hour hand and minute hand.
You can just show. Suppose there's some connectivity issue. Dragging. The voice is dragging. Saravanan? Saravanan, we are not able to hear. So, okay. So, Vijayamis, you can try and say, for example, if you want them to show 9 o'clock. So, you can type 900. This is the question that you're giving the child, 900. Now, the child will have to drag the arrows, take the red arrow and put it near 9. So they have to do very minute kind of work, and then take the blue arrow, which is the long hand, and put it at 12. This is like a practice worksheet. Yeah, like that. So this way, or the other way around, you can put it, well, maybe you can set the arrows to be something like make say 10 o'clock, which is make it 10 o'clock. So all you have to do is to don't make the arrow bigger, let it be the same size. That also the child will have to say that it is a small. And now you're showing 10 and you can ask the child now to type what is the time. Say what is the time now. So this is a practice sheet. And then the worksheet is there below where we have given different clock faces. Go down. And they have to find and type the answer alone. This is like a test over here. So initially we've given you one sheet where you can practice, or you can buy a physical clock or get a clock and practice with your child. That is the best way, but we've also given a digital way to practice it. All right. So we can move to the next one, Vijaya. Some B and C here. B and C. So I'd like to conclude it fast because I want to have time for questions. So can we go a little faster? So here they need to just use, it's the same way, but there's a multiple choice and they need to use the red font color for the answer. They have to change the font color to red. So the first one, the time is 12:45, right? So they need to select that and then make it red color.
drag பண்ணிட்டு வரணும்.
Select and then click on the font red. So that way this is, you know, again, we're using Microsoft to give the answer in different ways than just a verbal oral way, which is highly overrated. All of us don't use speech all the time, but our children alone, we want them to keep answering verbally, orally, or writing. So this is an easy way and they're learning and it's so much more fun. Next.
Stop sharing கொடுக்கணுமா?
Yeah, next worksheet. Yeah, you can stop sharing, Vijaya. Just going a little quicker because we're approaching 12:45. I want at least 15-20 minutes to answer your questions.
Yeah. So this is also the next one, also the PowerPoint. It has the audio. So play the button and it gives some time.
Set the time to 12 o'clock.
So after listening the instruction, we need to move the hands. That is, that's it.
So here, because many a time we use audio instructions, verbal instructions. So that is also built into the worksheets. All right. So here we are connecting the food to the days. We did a schedule and connected the time. Here we are taking the menu, and so it can be a menu for the future or it could be the menu that you actually ate in the past week. If you keep connecting that to the child, they surely understand the days of the week. Many of them are foodies. So once you have a menu, you can say on which day does he get sandwich, when. So this is a sample which they have to finish and then you can do it for your child itself. When will you eat, aloo paratha for breakfast, or, that kind of thing. So you can change it to whatever you cook for breakfast and ask those questions. All right. Maybe you eat cereal every day and then on Sunday you eat puri aloo. So then you can say, on which day did you eat puri aloo? And then the concepts of yesterday, today, tomorrow are also included, where if he ate dosa today, then what did he eat yesterday? Or for example, if today is Sunday, then yesterday or tomorrow what is the menu for lunch or snack, that kind of thing. All right, so that is how you connect days to and the calendar to a very functional thing that we do every day, which is eating. And this is a paint worksheet and they will be creating a calendar for the entire year. So this is 2022, but we are into 2023. So it has to be edited, of course. We'll share an edited version with you. And then they can mark all the important days, that are coming up, their birthday, Diwali, leave, and they can fill color. Saravanan can just demonstrate, maybe, for example, like today, what is today? You can just click on the day, 24th of March, and then you fill the color over there, 24th of May. Of course, it's 2022, so it is,
We'll give 2023 calendar in this.
So it may not match up.
29th is a Bagreed, right? So we need to go 29th with a different color, maybe. This is the Bagreed, right?
So you say, so it's a holiday. So school is a holiday on that day. That kind of thing when they do, and then you can print it out and keep it on your fridge, like I said, and again, they can start following the calendar. They know how many days more. Counting can be taught. 3 days more, you have to go to school, weekend, weekday. So many concepts can be connected to the day-to-day activities. Next. And you can create special calendars. Like if you're going on a trip, you're going on a holiday, then you can create a special calendar with what you're going to do, where you're going to do. This is a calendar for a camping trip. So when you're going to leave, and how, and then, so then you can have questions later on after the event. You can not only say, where did we go? What did you do? That's what we ask. But when you also ask, how many days were we in the camp? Or what did we do one day before? Or how long was the flight? So many things can be connected to the actual time and day concepts. All right. And here we brought in something called a format. We are saying DDMONYYYY. So again, to fill a form and all that, then they learn to do it in a proper way. These are samples. Like I said, there'll be lots like this. We're just showing you 10 per topic. All right. So if we can just stop share and we move on to any questions at all you may have. If you're interested in the course, just WhatsApp me saying I'm interested in this course or both the courses, and I'll be sending you a registration form and giving you the dates. So it's basically, like I said, July, August, and the daily living skills is on every Tuesday, 5 to 6. And maths is on Friday, 5 to 6 in the evening. Once a week we meet. And I think 15th of August is a Tuesday, so that day we will not have a class, but otherwise we do have 9 Tuesdays in those 2 months, so you'll still get your 8 classes.
Is it possible to enroll in both for the child? Do you think will it make a difference, or they'll be able to handle like 2 sets?
It depends. It really, yeah, many have enrolled for 2 or 3 courses. We do 3 at a time actually.
Okay, so it's possible.
Many have, yeah.
Okay.
And we give you the worksheet. So if they are going a little slow with it, you can be playing catch up. If something's tough, or you can do partially the easy worksheets, and then after the course you can go back review, because like I said, by the time we get to the intermediate, you'll have 3 months gap. So you'll have time to catch up. Yeah.
And you're seeing it as progressing beyond this. You're saying you'll start with this and then you
we do have an intermediate course, for maths.
I have a question. I've got MS Office 2013. So do I need to upgrade it to 2016?
Yeah, because some functions don't work backwards. Forwards is okay. If you have 2019 or the latest one, it works.
Okay.
And that's why we're keeping it backwards. Like we do have the upgraded systems, but because many don't, we are keeping it at the 2016 version right now. Any other questions? Any feedback, any thoughts,
I loved it, actually. I mean, just simply.
Okay. How old is your son? I mean, I've forgotten, so.
He's actually, he studied NIS, but I have not allowed him to give the exam. I just told him to understand and learn it. So whatever he's learned, actually you're giving it in a very nice, like.
We've seen that with many of the students who even completed NIOS. We've had students who then could connect, it could be NIOS, housekeeping, baking. If they did a culinary course, then they connected, or, like that way.
When are those courses like culinary and all those courses?
We'll be doing it just after this. So what we do is we do 3 in July, August, usually June, July, and then we do August, September. But this year, due to whatever, personal reasons, there was a slight delay in starting. So we'll do July, August, and then we'll do September, October. We'll do the other 3 basic courses: social skills, culinary,
Canva is also there. Canva also is
and
there.
graphic. Canva is in so it will come somewhere in April. If you do the graphic basic, that's when you're eligible for the graphic intermediate. There is no, you'll have to go through our basic course to be eligible for the intermediate.
What happens if we end up, say, missing a class because you're traveling or something like that? So is there?
We will just give the worksheets. And then if you have doubts, you'll have to ask. We do not record the classes because they are live and students are there. But we do record demos for difficult worksheets. And we do offer one-on-one if you find it so difficult to complete on your own. There are people who did the course and they said, no, we are not able to work with our child. Then after the course for a couple of months, you can,
Okay.
a teacher can work with your kid. That would be twice a week, to complete of some worksheets that are tough, or, whatever we support after that. And that would be at that cost. Our Daksh online, as we call it, 1-to-1 sessions, we price them at 3,000 a month for in twice a week sessions, 8 sessions, which are 45 minutes. The content could be this, or it could be customized. You can say, oh, in this concept, I need more worksheets. So then the teacher can give you more practice in that area also.
And you give worksheets to be submitted as a homework?
Well, we do say it's not 100% compulsory, but it gives us a lot of joy to complete and send it back to us. Yes. And if you send all the worksheets, we give you a certification of attendance. That's when we give it to you. If you completed like 75-80% of the worksheets. I think we give certificate of completion or attendance. I don't know, whatever. Because many people just attend, I think we give attendance nowadays. The first batch we did give, we were very strict, but then there were some kids who didn't finish all the worksheets and all that. But to make it worth it.
Why I ask this, because sometimes the child is, like just guesswork and he's just doing the things. Maybe he's not giving full attention. So that's what I just thought he'll just go through it. But
you can always do it again, and you can should do it on tabletop. It doesn't exclude doing things live, the real situation, or on the tabletop or in the notebook. You can do the same thing in the notebook, or take a printout and do it. Whatever works, and then go back to the computer and complete it one more time, because you can save it and do it again, or change some little, tweak it a bit, change the values and say, now you do it again. That kind of thing is what is eventually going to help. We obviously, when the child comes to us 9 to 5, we take care of all that. But in this course, it's not like that. You have to take care of that. And we will be, like I said, giving you checklists at the end, which say that, are they able to do this? Do they need a prompt? So the checklist is, do we have a checklist that we can share, Saravanan, or do I need to look at it?
One.
Yeah, if you can share just any checklist, just say, so it is usually a skill or a vocabulary word, and we say that, oh, they know this. For vocabulary, we say they can match the picture, they can spell, etc. For skill, we say they do it with a prompt, without. So we'll give you a checklist for the concept, like daily living skill concept. We'll be giving you a skills checklist, a vocabulary checklist, and a digital literacy checklist, which says, oh, they can highlight, they can, change the font color, they can do this. So you can look, if you are really thorough in going through the checklist and marking, you will know the skill gaps and you can work on it. But we will not be doing any evaluation. We don't do a pre-assessment or a post-assessment. That's up to you to do it. Yeah. So this is a digital skills work checklist where you are seeing whether that child can cut, copy, paste, can change the font size, increase the font size. So these are the skills which were there in the worksheets, and we've listed it. It's not all the MS Office skills, it's what was there in the worksheets at that level. Yeah. So you can see whether the child is able to do it, not able to do, needs a prompt, then you'll have to work on it like any other skill. How do you fade the prompt? How do you give more practice? Yeah. So this is the math checklist. So are they able to identify, understand the value, calculate, etc. Okay. This we'll share with you at the end of the course. We'll have a feedback session, something like this, usually at the end of the course, so that you can also give us your feedback or ask your doubts at that point also. And like I said, there's a WhatsApp group that will go on for the rest. I mean, I haven't deleted any WhatsApp group in my life. So all the small groups keep continuing, so that if you have further doubts, you can ask on that group. Right, any other questions?
Yeah,
Okay.
Akhila, this
Yeah.
is Anshu, and my
Yeah.
son is 17.
Mhm.
So, especially for the daily living course, is it also like necessary to do the basic first, or
Yeah.
can you enroll directly to the
No, you can't
intermediate?
enroll to the intermediate.
Okay.
Because the literacy and the digital literacy are also progressive. It's not about he can have a bath or brush his teeth. And there are a lot of
Mm-hmm.
interlinked concepts, that are there.
Sure. Thanks.
So we're taking, so child is very thorough with his brushing, then he'll probably breeze through the worksheets also because it's a thorough concept. But he's still learning some skills over there. For
Right.
example, with brushing, we talk about which angle do you keep the brush in? Do you move your brush? So now we are saying 45-degree angle. Then we connect it to what else is a 45-degree angle? Escalator, stairs. So, there is a concept also we are working on, right? So it's
Okay.
not just about the steps for brushing teeth that we are teaching. We're using that as the basic content because the child can relate to it. That is our goal as a teacher. Is not to bring in the brushing skills. That's your goal. But we're
Right.
using that. And if there are gaps, you can use this to strengthen that. That does work. Where okay, he's brushing like this and not going circular, then you can say, see, that's what you're supposed to do, and you can enhance that skill also.
Great. Yeah. Thanks.
So it's like an interconnected thing.
Mm-hmm.
What we call process-based learning, experiential learning, where you experiences, there's a process, you do the process, then you go back, you fine tune it, you learn things about it, you go back, then you can even become creative with it. So if you look at our intermediate, we even work on creativity. We say create a poster relating to this, write your own thing about it or whatever. Or we give like a YouTube video about it, a story about, like in social skills intermediate, I think about, why you need to wear clothes. So you have the emperor's, clothes,
Right.
new clothes story. So we take a video which is there on YouTube, and then tell them to read the story, listen to it, then write about it. It's something that's connected, and then the comprehension skill is built, and that that people laugh at you if you're naked. So
Mm-hmm.
we bring that in. It's not just the dry social story.
Great.
It's also
Great.
connected to a lot of language, literacy, lot of things are interconnected in this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how the brain is, right? Brain is not something that stores or learns things sequentially. It's like all over the place. Connections are all over the
Right.
place. You may have a memory of something that is connected to some word, then that is triggers. Sometimes it happens to us, right? We just look at this yellow, for example. What does it mean to you? May mean different things. For somebody, it could be your haldi ceremony at your wedding, or your sister's, most pretty dress, or it could be a sunset. It could be, so
Mm-hmm.
the connections that it means to you is what you remember, right? Especially
Right.
in autism, they have a very different way of remembering things. They are very sensorially aware. Many say they have a disorder, but in my belief, their senses are heightened, and the way they store information is in that way that is more important to them than language. And so it is very important to connect to that, connect to the actual sensory experience, according to me. And that's what we're trying to do, actually. So that depends on you. We are just now giving you like the framework and the content. How you connect it in the real life processes, I think that's up to the teacher or the parent. That we
Yep.
can't do online.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So shall we close the session? So unless there are questions. Thank you so much for joining us, and hope to see you at the other end with your kid